Hello, my name is Kieran Patrick Rogers and welcome to the show. As you can see, tonight we are focusing mostly on the IFTAs. The big clue is how well dressed I am for the occasion, but I'm still waiting on my invite. Oh, I'm so excited as we begin the countdown to the Irish Film and Television Awards this coming Saturday. On tonight's show, we have Cleo Knight, who will be talking about some funny moments on last year's awards. We also have music and chat from the wonderful John Brady. But first...
It's still dangerous for Dublin pedestrians.
That one gets me all the time. It would appear that Disney DreamWorks are auditioning for the up-and-coming film of rapper and artist Snoop Dogg. Insiders have said that they have been overwhelmed by the amount who had turned up for the auditions, but I feel there can only be one who can play the part, so we think this guy wins it hands down. Also in the US Hollywood, insiders have said that they now plan a Men in Black 4, with Jack Black as a favourite for the villainous role. A Hollywood reporter has said that producers are delighted to be working with Jack Black for the first time. Oh, but I am positive Jack Black was in it before. Lost star George Garcia did actually get lost after leaving the cinema in Los Angeles. The star was watching the premiere of the new Muppets movie, Muppets Most Wanted, when he took a wrong turn and ended up on the other side of the town. Never mind, we have this cheeky chap to find him. Tinseltown heartthrob Keanu Reeves, who is a frequent visitor to Ireland, he states it's a second home to him. I sometimes feel more Irish than the people here, he said. When I look out across the sea, I can see my relatives and give them a big wave, says the star of The Matrix. He plans on meeting Tisha Ainda Kenny to discuss the possibility of playing the Irish premiere in a not-so-distant futuristic Irish film called Enda and Angela's Excellent Adventure. OK, everybody, I want to introduce you to my first guest, but first... That one gets me all the time. Well, folks, I would like to bring on my first guest. Please welcome to the show, Miss Cleo Knight. Cleo, come on in. How are you?
Hi, Kieran.
You're very welcome. Please take a seat. It's nice to have you
Nice
in.
to see you.
So you're giving us the rundown on the IFTAs this Saturday and a wee bit of last year. First off, I want to give us the whole synopsis of last year. What was the crack?
Okay, we have a lot to talk about.
Okay.
Last year's IFTAs were all about the movie What Richard Did. It was nominated for several nominees, and then also it won many of them. The director won Best Director, Best Script, Best Lead Actor with Jack Rayer. It done fantastic. So this year had a lot to stand up against.
It's a lot of pressure for it.
A lot of pressure, and I thought we wouldn't do it, but we did with Calvary. Now, Calvary is starring Brendan Gleeson as a priest.
Yes, I've seen the trailer for that.
It's a very dark movie, a lot darker than his previous movies like The Guard and Breakfast on Pluto.
Oh, yes.
But it does tackle a lot of questions on the Catholic Church. And that's why it's so appropriate for now, because people do question the Catholic Church, you know?
Sadly.
Exactly, right? But it's doing really, really well. So I'm hoping that it wins Best Script, Best Director, Best Everything.
So this is regarding this year?
This is for this year, the
Wonderful.
11th anniversary.
And is there anybody who's coming up who could be an up-and-coming star, do you think? Do you have faith in anybody? Is anybody that's standing out in your mind?
Well, you know, I was thinking about this last night, and I was thinking, what person is up and coming that might be really, really good this year? And it actually is going for a girl called Kelly Thornton. She is in the movie Life's a Breeze, which is a really funny movie.
This is supposed to be a comedy regarding money?
It's a comedy regarding €1 million that's put in a mattress, and then they do a sprinkling, and the mattress is thrown out with €1 million in it, and the whole of Ireland goes crazy to go on the Late Late. Everybody is going crazy looking for this mattress. So it's really funny, and Pat Short's in it, so it's a brilliant cast.
It sounds sort of like Rat Race.
It sounds
John
like Rat Race,
Cleese, when
yes.
everybody's kind of desperate for money.
Exactly.
And their greedy side comes out. It's not
There's a lot of good movies coming out this year, including The Stag as well. That's like the Irish version of The Hangover.
The Hangover, yes,
so many must-sees. Like, I just want to tell you them all right now, but we haven't got time, but so many good ones.
Brilliant. Well, OK, thanks, Cleo. Stay there for a wee while until I introduce my next guest. But first, over to Kat's news for the latest on the IFTAs next Saturday. So, Kat.
Thank you, Kieran. Hi, I'm Kat Grant. Today I took to the streets of Dublin to talk about the IFTAs and find out what Irish people really know about them. Hi, I'm Cat Grant. Welcome to my segment of the show, Cats News. This week I'm in Dublin City Centre, where I'm going to take to the streets and talk to the public about the upcoming annual Film and Television Awards. Last year we saw Love Hate sweep the board, winning 7 awards. Can they do it again this year? We'll also take a look at the film Calvary, starring Brendan Gleeson. Last year we saw the film What Richard Did by Lenny Abraham take on many awards. Can Calvary do the same? Let's see what the public thinks. Hi, so the IFTAs are on this Saturday. Do you know what the IFTAs are?
No.
Do you know what the IFTAs are?
No.
Do you want to take a guess at what the IFTA stands for?
Irish. Don't know.
You could win €100.
The Irish Ferret Track.
Very close. It's the Irish Fish Tasting Awards. No, it's not really. It's the Irish Film and Television Awards.
Okay.
And it's for things like Love Hate and Moon Boy and all Irish programmes and films. Are you a fan of Love Hate?
Moon Boy.
Moon Boy. So that you're rooting for Moon Boy, Chris O'Dowd.
Yeah. Very
Okay.
Funny, very funny.
Yeah, thank you very
Okay,
much.
thank you.
Okay, so the IFTAs are on this weekend. Do you know what the IFTAs are? Do you want to take a guess what it stands for, IFTA? I'm here with Ciara to ask her about the IFTAs. So, Ciara, do you know what the IFTAs are?
I do, yeah.
What are they?
The Irish Film Awards.
No, they're the Irish Farming Tractor Awards. I'm only joking. So, are you a big fan of Irish television?
Yeah, I am.
What programmes would you watch?
I watch Love Hate. That's probably. really
Love Hate's nominated for 8 awards. Do you think it's going to steal the show?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. And have you seen Calvary yet?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, I think that's also a big contender. But thanks so much for talking to
No
me.
worries.
So that's all from me for today. Back to you in the studio. Really shows you how much we care about the awards season. Well, somebody obviously does care, as Stuart Carolyn found out last year when there was a botched robbery attempt on his home. But don't worry, we think we found the man.
Lovely stuff, Kat. Next up is a man who loves his music so much that he is now one of the most recognised music managers in the business. Please welcome Mr. Adam Lawless. Adam, you're very welcome to the show.
Good evening, Kieran. How are you?
This is our friend Cleo. Do sit down.
Hi Adam, how are you?
So, Adam, give us the gist on your new clientele, Mr. John Brady, is it?
John Brady, yes. Very talented young man, an acoustic singer-songwriter. Found him in the old dub.
Yes.
Great night it was,
You were
actually.
talent scouting.
Yeah, no, talent scout all over Ireland, looking for good homegrown talent with a nice Irish sound to them. Right. And yeah, so he was playing the old Dublin there, and you know, I mean, that's full of that is an international audience because of Temple Bar. You know, I mean, it's full of tourists and stuff like that, and the reaction that he got was fantastic, and the way he was with the people listening, and he was just so approachable, and for me, that's very marketable. So it's kind of all coming together very well.
And you think he has a good image and everything?
Absolutely, I think he's just the full package, really.
And what advice would you give to anybody who's looking for a manager, who's looking to make a break like John Brady did with yourself?
I suppose you just got to start off somewhere, really. But if you're really confident in yourself, and you got to start approaching like places like that, venues like maybe the Marble Arch. There's some great places, especially that are really appreciative of the Irish sound. Mostly in the north side, a lot, like as I mentioned, up near the Phoenix Park, up to Cabra, stuff like that. There's a lot of places that are big into their Irish sound. Mm-hmm. Really, you just got to get out there. I mean, that's really, it sounds simple, but that's what you got to do.
Yes, and you know Cleo Knight was giving us a rundown on the IFTAs.
Absolutely.
I was just thinking myself, wouldn't it be nice if they had a musical version of that?
Yeah, because I was just saying to Kieran that there's such amazing artists out there, like Hozier, with, you know, everyone knows them for that song, Take Me to Church, and stuff like that. And Codeline, like you were, like, you know, I'm thinking that wouldn't it be amazing if we appreciated them like we appreciate our Irish actors?
Yeah, no, it's fantastic to see the upsurge, really, of the Irish acts. But yeah, I suppose it's kind of a sad note that there isn't a high-profile way of recognising that talent.
Yes.
I understand that we have big gigs coming up in the summer and stuff like that, and that's fantastic for them to play, but really, we show more props to our international talents than we do to our own homegrown
That's true,
talent.
yeah.
So, I mean, we had the Media Awards, that's in a very steady decline at the moment, going from playing such a big venue in the O2 as a live broadcast to being a taped highlight show in Vicar Street, which only has a capacity of about 800 people.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
That's so
they really got to do something, and I think it would be fantastic for maybe like labels, especially because I mean we have Warner Brothers and stuff like that over here now, and obviously they have big artists like Gary Barlow is part of the Warner Brothers group, and like had him represented in the O2 last night.
Yes.
I mean, I don't understand why we couldn't do it.
Of course, you just have to keep the faith.
Yeah.
And before we let you go, while you're doing this talent scouting, you're saying you do all over the world, is there any funny stories you could share with us regarding gigs?
Yeah, actually, I was thinking about this earlier on. We were in a parochial hall in Mayo looking at a band, a fantastic band, but the weirdest thing happened. The guitarist pressed down on his distortion pedal. Now, he had told me earlier on that he had just bought this new pedal for the performance just to give himself a different sound. And the sound must have been so different that it attracted a swarm of bees that were living in the roof to fly down and fly around them as they're performing. Now, they obviously didn't notice this because they're looking out at the crowd.
The audience must have been terrified.
Oh, absolutely. We were all kind of just going like, honestly, I thought I was in like some type of pipe dream or something, you know, or some drug-induced hallucination.
Yes.
And then I don't do drugs. Don't
From
worry.
the fumes, he's talking about the fumes. There was a
Oh,
gas
Christ.
leak, ladies and gentlemen. We do not endorse any of that.
But yeah, so then he pressed down on his distortion pedal, it turned off, and they just went straight back up into the ceiling.
That's amazing.
Unbelievable.
And that inspired the name of a record, I believe you were saying.
Yes, The Circle of Bees.
Yeah.
Take on Lion King's Circle of Life.
That makes sense.
It could have
Yeah.
been a lot worse. It could have been bloated man with stings on his face.
Yeah.
Even worse.
I don't
Would have
think
been a nicer
I
title, but
don't think that
I
would
would have
sell.
bought the record.
Stoned to death.
Anyway, well, that's all we have time for, people. I thank you both for coming, and I do hope you all enjoyed the show. And now John Brady will leave us with a performance of his new single, Empty Roads. See you all next week.
Take a walk down an empty road, no turns, nowhere to go, and I'm cold. Try to find a place to lay my head down for a while, 'cause I'm getting old. And it's all because it seemed I'd just given up. Things have changed. Then it came to me, I just fell down on my luck, and I felt so strange. I'll see you on the other side. There will be a warm summer breeze. The song plays a sweet melody. It will bring your minds to a knees. When I close my eyes, I get a wonderful feeling. All these sleepless nights, I feel alive but I ain't breathing. Then I saw you there as I gazed from a distance. You were long blonde hair, but don't you see my existence? Something happens when I look in your eyes. See what we made, it's a big surprise, and he's new. I never thought it could be so real. There's certain things that I wanna feel, and it's you. Not too long ago it seemed I'd just given up, but things have changed. And then it came to me, I just fell down on my luck, and it felt so strange. see you on the other side. There will be a warm summer breeze. The song plays a sweet melody. It will bring your minds to a knees. When I close my eyes, I get a wonderful feeling. All these sleepless nights, I feel alive but I ain't breathing. Then I saw you there as I gazed from a distance. You were long blonde hair. Don't you see my existence? Take a walk down an empty road. No turns the way to go and I'm cold.